Okay, remember that they're changing my voice. This video is about bringing clarity and also chastising the Pope again. How dare the Pope contradict Jesus himself? When you contradict me, you're contradicting God. The Pope is lying about the church, every established church that you see. The true church was established by Jesus, not the Catholic or Protestant or Orthodox or anyone else. And I'm Jesus. That's how I know. Now, on the screen, you should see a picture of someone doing a form of Chinese Kung Fu called Wing Chun in a movie. The movie's called Ip Man. And you should see a typical white person who follows the Western craft. Now, there's a difference between saying that you hate white people because of, their race, and saying that you don't approve of their culture. For example, if all white people were in Nazi culture, and they say, hey, that's what it means to be white, okay, and you know that you're not allowed to insult their culture, it's insulting the race, that would be absurd, right? Well, their own Bible says that the whole world is led astray. Then here comes this person who speaks an Afro-Asiatic language, Hebrew, okay, who traces his roots to Abraham, who's from a city in an African spirit, right? Babylon. Ham begot Cush, Cush begot Nimrod, Nimrod founded Babylon. That's where Abraham's from, Chaldea, Ur in Babylon. And he speaks an Afro-Asiatic language. Pretty straightforward. So God's true culture, okay, came through this black African spirit. From Noah to Nimrod, and according to their story, to Abraham, who's named after Ham as a result. Abba, father, and Ham. Pretty straightforward. A lot of people don't interpret it that way because they're white, Jewish, and LGBT supremacists. I'm not. Now, you know who does hate white people? The people who are trying to force them into the cultures that they're in. Those are the people that hate white people. It's in their own Greco-Roman mythology. And the Romans took over Europe and forced their culture on people to such a degree that one of the most famous stories from Greece and Rome is the rape of Europa. Zeus, aka Jupiter, raping the European people, the spirit of the people there, their children, what have you. Then you have El, aka Saturn, aka Cronus, devouring his children. When you devour the life worth of white people, okay, or any other people, because you want them to be evil and to make you feel superior, then you're hating that people. You're hating them and their offspring. So the people who would argue that you should choose, okay, white culture, and again, this is not a racist statement, mind you, I've made that clear already. Instead of obeying God through the most righteous person, hate white people, not me. I'm the one pointing out what they should do and everyone else. They're the one trying to trick them into doing what they're doing. These high rates of suicide, drug-related deaths, alcoholism, cigarette smoking, killing 500,000 Americans, 62% of them or so white people. Okay, that's just in America. They got them on the broad path to destruction. Okay, now let's look at this. Could the Catholic Church have done a better job? Yes, they could have told the truth about everything. And they could have scrambled to say, don't do that, do this instead. Instead, they pointed people to white culture instead of universal pinpointing moral precision. You know what you call whiter than white? A Catholic or a Protestant. That's whiter than white. You know what you would call it if a white person did the right thing? They would obey God through me. And they would leave their worldly culture. 1 John 2:15, don't love the world or anything in the world. If anyone loves the world, love for the Father is not in him. Now, who made the world what it is? What is the modern world right now? Is the modern world holy? No. Now, who colonized the world? It was a certain race. It was another race, or quote unquote the J word people. And it was LGBT people in colonialism, right? So if you're not supposed to love the world, what cultures are you not supposed to love the most? And is it racist to say that? No. Now, when we look at the screen, we see Ip Man. I'd beat him in no time flat, stab him in the neck, beat him down, break all his bones, what have you, no time flat. But we see that his craft is superior to, we'll say, the neo-colonial craft to break the rules on YouTube. And I'll be more specific in the comments. What I'm getting at is a word that starts with W. And if I use the word, I've already demonstrated it's not racist to use the word, and it's ridiculous for me to have to say it this way. And for them to think that they're doing stumbling, it's like some guy with a stop sign saying, hey, I told Jesus to stop on the road. I created a detour. He had to go that way instead. Okay, that's not doing anything. That's disgracing yourselves. And God commands you to stop.